And welcome to Pass It Games. This is Pass It 8989, and I am here at H1Z1, actually on grid D7 on top of the mountain here at the radio tower, which is located right about at here, this location here, looking over Pleasant Valley. Today's tour is going to be about Pleasant Valley for right now. I'm just going to hit a couple POIs or point of interest, which is the police station, the fire department, the church, Romero's, and possibly the apartments as well, because each of these areas are significant in playing this game in those areas. In these locations, you usually can find weapons, ammunition, gear like what I have here on here with the chest here, the armored vest, the backpack, and probably some clothing as well if you go ahead and get that. But the clothing I'm wearing here is what I have the skins for. So yeah, I could just pick up any clothing and turn it to what I need it to be. But yeah, so here we are looking over Pleasant Valley here, looking down to see what's going on, to see what's happening down there. And one of the things that they did for the update is they added the fog effect. And up here on top of the mountain, there is no fog up here. It's very clear, very crisp. You can see everything nice and smooth. But what I like is how they have the fog down below, how it's just laying across the ground here. It actually looks sort of realistic, not 100%, but close enough. You know, close enough for game developers to get in this type of game here. It actually has a good fog coverage there. I remember back when the game first started, it was clear. You could see for maybe a million miles if you were on here. You could see all the way down to Pleasant Valley from up here to see what was going on. And it looks like the fog is starting to lift a little bit. You can see where it's getting thinner. It was a lot more thick earlier, but it looks like it's getting much thinner now, which is fine. Cool. And it is nighttime still, and I'm waiting for daylight so I can go ahead and get down to Pleasant Valley and start doing the tour down there, because it seems like every time I try to record, it is fucking nighttime here on this game, which is driving me insane, because I want to make sure it's clear so you guys can see exactly what's going on. Now, most of the buildings down there are not rendering, but that spot there where those white squares are, and that pile of mess down there is usually where the industrial zone is. You find a lot of metal components and things like that in there. That pile that's right there in front of us here is actually the police station there. Inside the police station, get weapons and ammunition, or weapons, ammunition, armor, and the tactical vest. So long as it's there, there's all kinds of, if you're on a busy server, which I happen to have chosen a very low occupancy server here, so there's not many people around. So another thing I've noticed on servers that don't have too many people around, the wolves and the bears are fucking everywhere. You cannot walk 10 feet without having one of them two creatures crawling up your ass. And of course, again, the zombies are running around as well. So, which is, it's supposed to be. It's a zombie game. Now, this location here is actually where the church is located at, sitting on top of that hill there, right above the river there. Right above the Humperdinck Gorge, which is right about here, where the church is located at here. You can see that spot right there. And it's almost daylight. You can see the light coming, breaking across the sky there. It would be really interesting to be this high up if they made it more realistic and made it like made it look like the earth was actually curved. That curvature of the earth. You can actually see when you're up on a mountain, and if you're up high in the sky, especially this high up in the mountain range or whatever, you should start seeing a curvature, but here it just looks flat. There's no curvature. You can't see where it's curving. You should not be able to see from here to way to hell in the background there and see everything. It should be a slight curve, not 100%, not a big massive curve, but a slight curve to where it makes it look like it's definitely round instead of flat. Like right here, there, I would swear up and down the earth was flat, It looks like it's about to get daylight here. The moon is going down. See you, moon. Get the hell out of here. And, so yeah. So the first POI that we'll be going to is the police station, which, as I said, is right about there. So before I do that, I gotta go all through all these damn woods and shit. Before I go through all these fucking woods and shit, I gotta go all the way down the mountain over here and come down this way. if you are on this mountain, I swear to God, this mountain has killed more people than fucking zombies, bears, and wolves all together. If you're on this mountain, do not go near the edges. If it looks like you can go down, for example, here, like, oh, I can just run down the side. No. This ain't Call of Duty. This is not, this ain't The Sims. This is not, Second Life. You cannot go down the fucking mountain because it's there. If you slide down the mountain, oh, you can go down it. If you slide down it, you're dead. You're gone. You know, have a nice day. You're gone. Wow. Let that break shit. Yeah, bitching about the sunlight not being here, and then I bitch when it does show up. Which means it's gonna get really, really bright down there. And I hear you, wolf. Shut the fuck up. And then, so it's gonna get really bright. And, cause the sun's coming up. And it's gonna ignite that fog up, and the light's gonna... there it is. It's starting to get thicker down there again. Here it goes. So it's gonna fire up that fog there. So basically what it is, we're just going to do a quick tour through Pleasant Valley. So this is the Pleasant Valley tour brought to you by Passett Games. Buy your tickets today. Get a good pair of running boots, too. Like I said, every few feet, these fucking dogs and bears are everywhere. There's not enough people on the server here, so the people is not keeping the wolves and the bears population in check, so to speak, you know? Another one. More ammunition is wasted on the wolves and the damn bears than it is on the freaking zombies or anything else, you know? He was up on top of that hill somewhere, and I'm sure he's gonna howling and come after me. I know his ass is nearby. He'll probably go straight up on me. Somebody's been here. There's a bed there. Yeah, going through Hemingway's yesterday while shooting some footage of those locations or whatever. Go through Hemingway's. I get through Wake Hills. I get up to Wake Hills, and there's like 7 or 8 fucking bears just roaming the streets or whatever. I couldn't even get a chance to roam through and see what was going on, because at the time I did not have enough ammo to be able to take their asses down, but I do today. But I'm not going to head over there. But if I head over there now, they're probably not there now. They de-rezzed or whatnot. Normally, if you hear the wolves howling, they're not howling just to howl. It means they've got you in their sight. They already see you, or they know you're nearby, and they're probably going to come chase you down. I've never heard them howl just to howl. The zombie up on the hill there, but I'm not worried about him. He can piss off. I'm not worried about him. We're almost in Pleasant Valley here. Now, just because there are not a lot of people in Pleasant Valley, or actually not a lot of people on the server, which means the zombie population is going to be massive as well, as it was insane yesterday, but I'm probably just going to run through it fairly quick, but I'll just give you guys some heads up and give you guys, if you guys have never been in these locations, you probably like me, have played the game for quite some time, but have stayed away from the major city zones or heavy populations for reasons I have no idea. Maybe if you're in a PvE server or something, you don't want to be overrun by those zombies, and if you're a PvPer, you don't want to go in those areas because usually it's where all the douchebags are at, sniping people for KOS and things like this. And if you don't know what KOS is, it's kill on sight, which is usually what happens on PvP anyway. I mean, as soon as you res in, you have somebody popping a hole in your ass already, so yeah. That's usually what happens there, so all I got to say about that is fuck you, dudes. Not to mention the abundance of cheaters using ESP program. Okay, so here we are. Finally made it down from the mountain. We are at the southern end, the southern entrance to Route 25, coming into Pleasant Valley. We are at the military outpost. They called it a military base at one time, but there's nothing here but a freaking guard tower and some traffic blocks, as you see up ahead there. And all that does is helps the griefers to be able to put their spikes down and everything else to cause the problems for the actual players of the game, and with cars and shit like this. So yeah, they like to cause a bunch of shit. And then again, in every game you play, there's going to be a bunch of assholes trying to cause a problem. So that's just what they basically do. That's assholes in games for you. Okay, so as I said, there's Pleasant Valley there. There's the beginning sections of it there. And as you can see, got a welcoming committee there. A little bit of a welcoming committee there. And some of these people here, they put the spikes down. You can see right there, there's the punji sticks there. The punji sticks actually can help you in this situation. Normally, if you're in a car, it's going to be a pain in the ass. But in this case, it can help out because you can slide right over them and without getting injured yourself, as long as you're on PvE. And the zombies, most of them will go over and start getting plucked or whatever. Now I can tell no one's been down this way in quite some time because they're just standing around. There's nothing to catch their attention, not even an animal. So there's a base there. The police station is just right there after that base that you're looking at there in the beginning, in the front there. There's the side wall. You can see the concrete wall right there. So the station's right on the other side of that wall there. And there's the entranceway to the church, the priest's church. And the church is actually up on the hill, right up there. That's the cemetery up there. And the church is right about there. And yeah, that hill is littered with zombies. They're all over the place. So yeah, it's going to be fun times doing this exploration. I want to hurry up and try to get in there because the sun is just getting up. It's going to start making a bunch of freaking noise indicating that it's a high noon or whatnot. And then it's going to get dark again. For some other reason, the nighttime lasts a hell of a lot longer than the daytime does in this game. I can't figure what the fuck it is, but everyone says it doesn't. Some people say it does. I don't know. So let's go play with some zombies, shall we? See if we can get to the police station. Now watch, I'm going to get all their attention. As soon as I start running up in there, they're going to start coming. Look, they're already looking. Already looking. Did they even bother chasing me? No, they didn't. Okay, so when you first get to the station, you can see here the weapons are laying everywhere. Ammo. I am going to take that. Shotguns. AR-15s laying everywhere. If you check the lockers here, you'll probably see some... You'll see some stuff in there. Usually you'll see the weapons and stuff inside here. Grenades and shit like this. Yeah, stun grenade. Smoke grenades. I'll take that. We can have some fun with that shit. I'll play with the zombies. I don't know how much effect these actually have on the zombies yet. Oh, frag grenade. Oh, that'll be fun to play with. Smoke grenade. So over here, you can normally hit your tab key for proximity to see if there's anything inside the lockers. And I'm not seeing anything here. AR-15, which I don't need, I already got. But what I found out is that usually doesn't work all the time, so I'm just wondering why. It's just a zombie outside by that window. Unless somebody's already been here, been through the lockers over there. Usually, yeah, a gray camo shirt, but it didn't show up on proximity. See? Yeah, he's outside the window there. It's a 380. Gas grenade. That'll be fun to play with. So a lot of people camp out in here. That's why they got the mats on the floor here. They figure it's one of the safest locations in Pleasant Valley, so they come here and hang out at the thing here. So yeah, so it says here you don't feel tired to rest. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep looking in these lockers, see if there's anything of interest in here. Of course, I'm not going to take it because I already have my own stuff here. But anyway, yeah. So multivitamins. Not a goddamn thing. Weapon repair kit. I definitely will take that. See, none of this is showing up on proximity. But yet, it's in these lockers. So, even if if you're one of these gamers or one of these players that use the proximity check to see what's going on, don't. You're going to have to go through each locker because most of the times it doesn't work anyway. So let's see what's going on upstairs. So this is the upper level. This would be the offices and things like this. Now, normally in these areas, you're not going to find much. So up in here, for example, let's see. You might find some ammo here. There is some 45 rounds and a 380. One thing you'll find in this game is most of the times if you find ammo next to a gun, it's not going to be the gun for that. It's not going to be the correct ammo for that weapon. Don't ask me why. I don't know whose bright idea it was to do that type of shit, but you know, somebody did it. Up here to the lab. There's usually nothing in here. Maybe a canister of ammo or some shit. AR-15 usually sits on that table there, but I'm not going to waste time checking in that. Around the corner here, if you come up and go down the hallway and go to the left, you you come around the corner here, you'll see some lockers sitting here. Now, normally there's something here. It's usually in this middle locker here. Nope, somebody's actually been here. Oh, there it is. Military tan backpack. But did not show up in proximity. See? Look. Tactical flashlight. That didn't show up either. So yeah. Don't always use that proximity search. It don't always work. I don't know why, but yeah. And then we're up on the roof of the police station, so I don't know whose base that is. They were out here yesterday blowing shit up. They had a bunch of pungies out here, but they're not out here now, so I don't know what's going on with that. There doesn't seem to be a lot of zombies out today, except for we saw one of the ones coming in, but oh, that's funny. Fucking zombies on the rooftop. Now, they were supposed to stop that type of spawning for the zombies on rooftops and shit like this, but I don't know. Maybe the nodes where the spawners are for the zombies or something are just fickle or something. I don't fuck if I know. But yeah, zombies on the roof, they are useless as hell because you can't get to them, and there's no real threat from them either. So somebody's starting a base there. Well, anyway, that's it for the beginning parts of the tour of Pleasant Valley. This is the beginning parts of the tour. It's going to be a 5-part series, so I can break this up a little bit so the video's not that long and not as boring as it probably would be if I just sat there and run around shooting shit and whatever else. But yeah, so yeah, it's a 5-part series in reference to the tour of Pleasant Valley. So this is a Pleasant Valley tour brought to you by Pass It Games. Make sure you buy your tickets today. So yeah, this is the police station. You want to, as I said, you want to make sure that you get in here, you get your ammo, you get your gear. If it is not a high populated server, or if it's not a lot of people everywhere, then you should be able to get some good gear in here. As you saw earlier, I got some grenades and things in here. Once again, thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in Pleasant Valley, or let me know what you want to see in H1Z1, and I will get that out for you. And if you're curious about something, do let me know, and I'll see if I can answer it to the best of my question, or best of my ability. If you got a question or something, I'll see if I can answer it. So yeah, let me know. Anyway, this is Pass It 8989 signing out. Take care, everyone, and have a great day.